Hey guys, very good morning and welcome back to another video. So first of all, happy Republic Day to all of you, and hope you're all having great time. You are celebrating the Republic Day. And so I was thinking, one of the greatest achievements of our country, if you think about it, is nothing but the formation of Indian Constitution. And this is one of the greatest things that our founding fathers, our forefathers have done for this country. And the entire country, which is today 140 crore people, are running because of this constitution. And there are some great lessons that can be learned from our Indian Constitution, which can be applied in every aspect of life and also, in managing people. So I thought, why not kind of, think about this. So if you think about it, running a country is not very different from running an organization, because in both the places you need to sensitively manage the needs and aspirations of people, right? And you have to be very sensitive about human feelings in both the cases. And this is where I think our founding fathers were very balanced, they were very neutral, they were very, very sensitive, and that's why they formed the constitution, the document which kind of takes care of every important aspect of our daily life. So what can we learn from our Indian Constitution, which can help us, in managing people in our daily life and being kind of sensitive to them and kind of still not, decelerate people, actually help people in growth in spite of all these kind of, challenges of. If you think about it, in many countries in last 20 years, we have seen a lot of challenges where during power transitions, a lot of violence we have seen, a lot of, military is taking over the government, or government is taking other governments, and all those kind of things happen pretty regularly, and a lot of people get displaced because of this. A lot of violence happens, but in India things have been relatively smooth, considering the fact that India is such a huge country, and which underlines the fact that our constitution actually is very, very powerful. It actually addresses most of the needs of the people. People don't feel people feel that they have been taken care of by the constitution. So I think it's a great lesson to learn, and let's kind of review what we can imbibe from the constitution and apply in our daily life. Okay, so the first thing that I can think is, the first thing that our constitution does is it emphasizes constitutional supremacy over parliamentary supremacy, right? What it means is that the country will be run by constitution and not by parliament, if you think about it. It in a way emphasizes that truth, the true way of living should prevail over selfishness of some people. And same thing if we kind of apply in our organizations, what it means is the organizational culture should drive the organizational growth, the decisions, and not just selfishness of few people, right? So when you are managing a team, right, just because someone is selfish and kind of more expressive doesn't mean that his decision should be taken or given more priority compared to other people. It is the ideal should always be kept in mind when taking a decision. That's, I think, underlined when you think about this first point, right? Constitutional supremacy over parliamentary supremacy. Similarly, organizational culture should drive all the decisions and not few selfish or powerful or more expressive people. That should not happen. Second point is, which is very interesting, the Indian Constitution was formed by reading many other constitutions. Okay, the founding fathers took a long time to kind of select the best parts from all the constitutions of the world. So they read the constitution in US, UK, Canada, Africa, everywhere, and what was the best elements of those constitutions, right? They took and imbibed in our constitution. So this is something which we can also do, right? Like in an organization, we can learn from other organizations. So if you are like, if you see a lot of successful organizations, right, and you can pick the important and good aspects from other organization. Okay, the good influence, that is, you can pick up the technology from some organization, the culture from some other organization, how to kind of market yourself in the, you know, in the media or in front of clients from some other organization. Whatever are the good aspects, you should always learn from others, right? And not just other organizations but other people. So in your own company, if there are many other people whom you kind of admire, then you should always keep picking good habits or good influences from those people. And this is also a good driver to kind of creating an overall very powerful organization and powerful ideology. Third thing is, I think, separation of powers. What our constitution has done is it has separated the powers in center, state and local bodies, right? This is important because if you think about it, people who are inside running the state, right, they know the state better. People who are running the central things, they know the central issues better. So people who are on the ground should be given more powers to take decisions which affect their daily operations on the ground level. So similar things can be done in like big organizations also. So what you call the federal structure, right? The management should kind of distribute powers in such a way that people who are on the ground should be able to take quick decisions which should help the company grow overall, because the people on the ground know the ground situation better, know their teams better, know their clients better, right? So this kind of autonomy is very helpful in kind of driving the overall productivity of the organization. So this is also a great thing to learn. Okay, always divide the powers in such a way that people who have to take decisions have that autonomy. Also, it kind of stops the power from residing in one particular body. Like, so similarly, if we in an organization, if all the powers are vested with just one top management, right, other people can feel like they don't have the decision making powers, and that power can also be power corrupts people. That's a fact. Too much power within a certain management or certain people, right, if they have all the power, they will feel corrupted, they will start taking random decisions, and even if they mean good, it may not reflect in the actual decisions. So separation of powers is always a good thing. It gives everybody in the system a bit of control on their lives and how they can make their lives better. So that's also one thing. What else we can learn from our constitution? As I kind of started with, right, our constitution balances the needs and aspirations of people, right? So whatever are the fundamental needs of the people, right, which has been encoded as fundamental rights. Similarly, all organizations should also think that what are the fundamental needs of the people. Okay, now, and not, I don't mean fundamental needs, I mean the general needs of the people, right? They should also balance their decisions thinking what are the needs of the people, current needs of the people and their aspirations. So let's say physical health, physical safety and career growth, these are all the topics to consider, and they can be divided into needs and aspirations. Organizations should kind of take they should be very careful about these things. They should make decisions thinking about what will motivate an employee to come to the organization daily happily, and this how should I mention it, this kind of sensitivity towards employees, right, will eventually make the employee feel more involved, more engaged and more taken care of, and this can also boost the overall productivity of the organization, right? And so teething issues, any kind of teething issues, fundamental issues of the employee should be met first, and then their aspirations should be addressed. By aspirations I mean like their career growth, their promotions, if they are working hard, that should be recognized and kind of it should reflect in their career growth, right? So that's what I meant. Apart from that, what else can we discuss about constitution? One thing we have to understand is that as well-meaning as anyone might be and as lengthy a document as might be, there is always scope for finding loopholes in a system and breaking the system. So nothing in this world, no constitution, no document can replace your common sense and your human feelings. And so you always be sensitive, always. All decisions should be taken not just based on some document but also based on common sense and kind of your compassion. And that is not something which can be encoded in any document, right? So but our document does say that, respect human life, respect, fundamental rights of people. So that in a way gives us a direction. This constitution gives us a direction and not necessarily gives us a kind of rules and laws only. So in the same way, an organization, so sometimes they can be caught into their whatever laws they have made and whatever the cultural statements they have created or documents they have created. They should always be set as guidelines. Because any kind of good organizational culture always supports growth. It always motivates people to do more, explore more, and kind of this is one factor which makes countries like India and America very vibrant, right? Because you always grow in such countries. Even if you're not growing, let's say monetarily, financially, or psychologically, you are always growing, because that is kind of valued, right? So the wisdom of the crowd, things like maturity and sensitivity, and kind of addressing the fact that each and every human being is different, their needs are different. So all these things take a lot of time to understand, and you should be very patient with all these things. Then only you can run an organization. If a country of 140 crore people can be run using constitution, right, you can understand the power of it. And same thing should be applied in our different kind of organizations also. We should just learn from them. And that's all that I had to say. Once again, happy Republic Day. Let's remember our founding fathers. Let's kind of value the constitution and also kind of grow from there. Not be stuck, not go down, but grow from there. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.